Hi, welcome to this week's edition of Business Bites from Bauer Media Audio here in Northern Ireland. My name is David Tighe, and each week we tell a story of a business. This week, I'm really pleased to say that our guest is Clair Gunning-Stitt, and she is a partner in Oh My Glam. Claire, welcome to Business Bites.
Thank you so much. It's really nice to be here. Thanks for having me.
Well, it's great to have you. So time is always against us on these conversations. So I really want to get into your story. So you're a partner in your own business. That in itself is a challenge. But I understand that how you arrived at the beginning of this story was also a little bit of a challenge in your life. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, well, it was. So I had a fantastic job before. I absolutely loved it. I was a sales director for a massive global company. We were a £2.5 billion business and we were a tech company, top 5 in Europe. And I was there for 16 years and they decided to close their Belfast office. So at that stage for me, I had to make a big decision. There was options of trying to move within the company, but that probably would have meant being in England. And my little boy was only 5 at the time. So for me to have to commute backwards and forwards just wasn't going to work. So I ended up coming out on redundancy from that company after a long time. So it was like, what am I going to do? Like, what happens now? Because it's the only sort of company I'd known for 16 years, and the market that I was in, as I say, was tech and home entertainment. So I suppose at that stage I was very lucky to have a huge network of people that I work with, and my current business partner thankfully had come to me and said, look, if you want to do something, I'm happy to finance it and we'll look and see what we can do. So thank God that's what happened. I came out, I started my own business and he came in as the financer. And then between us, we ended up, after many years of working with other brands and making products for other brands, realizing that we were particularly good at makeup and realizing that I had a huge interest in makeup, that cosmetics was probably going to be our key area of expertise.
Okay. So that must have been a very transformational moment. Just give us an idea when that was.
So we started the company originally in 2015, and we had a few years then of, trading in the business that we already knew. And then we started making, as I say, products for the companies. My partner is very huge in Asia and understands that market massively, and contract manufacturing. So we did a lot of contract manufacturing for other businesses. And then within that time, we realized that a lot of the products that we were making were cosmetics products, and they were some of the best that we were making. So we thought, look, we could probably do this for ourselves. And we went all in, and he went all in, especially in terms of us bringing a product to market. It wasn't a case of we'll dabble, we'll bring one product to market, we'll see how it goes and we'll take it from there. No, we went whole hog, straight in, 30 products to market at the one time, and it was about 18 months in conception and trying to actually get that to market. And then finally in July 2018 we launched as a brand, and we launched Oh My Glam into the Irish market. So
here we are today. Fast forward. Oh My Glam. Tell us about where Oh My Glam is today.
So we're nearly 5 years on. We're 5 years in July, and we are, like anyone else, we probably had the issues in and around COVID, where we had one plan, and our original plan was to work with chemists, etc., and have cosmetics throughout the whole chemist industry within Northern Ireland. That was our initial plan, and Southern Ireland. Then COVID hit, and all of a sudden we had to rethink what we were doing. So we obviously wanted a direct consumer, a website up and running. And I suppose when COVID came, we had to rethink things very quickly, because we just didn't have that retail footfall that we thought we were going to have out in the market. So take a step back, we started coming up with ideas of, beautifying people at home, sitting at home, learning how to become a makeup artist, etc. And we did that. Now, what happened then very quickly was our website increased tenfold. And what would have been our 5-year plan to get our website to that point in 5 years very quickly happened within an 18-month period through COVID. And we very quickly started getting directly into people's homes, which obviously changed our ethos then for what we wanted to do with the brand. But there's only so much you can do with cosmetics. So we really wanted to try and extend the brand out so that we had a huge demographic And we wanted to make sure that we could get our product in the hands of as many people, as many females, males, as we possibly could within our market. So we, at this stage then, literally 2 months ago, we launched our brand new range of InfluScents, which are a range of body sprays. So a little sidestep from cosmetics, but also something that we knew that there was a gap for in the market. And InfluScents basically are 10 scents that come into the market and emulate some of the biggest fragrances in the market today. And we wanted to reach a price point that actually made sense to people. Going out and buying a makeup palette at 20 quid, 25 quid, that's a big spend for people in the middle of a crisis. People just weren't going to have that to spend. So for us as a brand, it was important that Oh My Glam continued to grow. It was important for us to make sure that we were affordable. We were always about affordability and producing a high level of product at a price that made sense to people. But we also wanted to create that ethos of, I want to have Oh My Glam, I want to have that in my makeup bag, I want to have that in my handbag. So with InfluScents, they're lovely little sprays, they're small, they're 100 mils. They are some of the most amazing smells, and they're retailing on our website at £3.50, but you will find them out there in the marketplace through the chemists, stores, etc., retailing at £1.99. And the product that we feel we've brought to market for that price point, we think, is just second to none. So that has taken our brand from being like a small cosmetics brand that was quite a niche market into a much more desirable and extendable product that reached a much wider demographic and made more sense. So that's what happened. So.
Wow. And I understand it's been stocked in quite a number of places. Some of your
Yes,
products.
it is. Honestly, for a small brand, small Northern Irish brand, we're thrilled to say that we are in the entire Tesco estate in Southern Ireland. So if it's not an express store, if it's a main Tesco store, we're in there. We got 111 stores as a brand new product going in to Tesco's, and they took all 10 cents in the range. So for us, that was phenomenal. We are also right throughout Northern Ireland, through Gordon's Chemists, through Medicare pharmacies, through Clair pharmacies, so a complete estate of that pharmaceutical range of products that you will find us in. For us, it's phenomenal. We finally got that footfall in retail. We finally got the direct-to-consumer appeal from the website. So for us, it's about just continuing to grow that and making sure we have that product everywhere. Now, our product is perfect for clothing retail, and I am excited to hopefully announce in the next couple of weeks that we will be with one of the largest clothing retailers very soon, and that will be a phenomenal thing for us.
That's amazing. There's no stopping you. There's no stopping you at
Please
all.
God, please God.
Finally, we're kind of getting close to the end of time here, but you often hear when you watch these programs about entrepreneurs trying to pitch their products to the big boys and girls out in the retail, big bad world of retail, that it's a very, very tough experience. What was the reality like of getting your product into somewhere like Tesco?
Look, it is exactly as you see on Dragon's Den and all of those programs. It can be terrifying and nerve-wracking, but also the elation that comes when actually people understand what it is that you've brought to market. Actually watching them going, my goodness, this is an incredible product. Oh my goodness, the price point makes sense. And look, there seems to be a bit of a gap here. There's not an awful lot else that fits into that. You've come to see us at the right time. That's literally what Tesco said to us. You've come to see us at the right time. There's nothing here, and I've got space, and I'm going to put you on my shelf. To hear those words coming from a major retailer is just like things dreams are made of. Now, David, it's not easy. We are still trying to get our foot in the door of every other retailer that we aspire to be in. And that is not an easy process. Banging on those doors is hard. Emailing, getting a response, getting a meeting, that is one of the hardest things. But the buzz that you get once you've got that meeting, I can tell you, it's the thing that drives me every day.
Well, Claire, you've definitely got some energy. I can tell from this discussion that this is the beginning of Oh My Glam, I think, even though you've come so far, you've come so far with it. Just very, very finally, if someone's watching this now, maybe they've just been let go from a job. Maybe they're thinking about starting up their own business. Looking back to where you are now from where you were, is there any advice you could give to people who you think might be considering doing something?
Look, I would definitely say the biggest thing is take the risk, trying to stay in safety and trying to get that security of a job. I think even though what happened to me was difficult at the time, it was releasing me from a very secure, safe environment. If I hadn't have had the redundancy, would I have taken that leap? I'm not sure if I would have, and I really am glad. So what I would say to anyone else is, look, if you've got a scenario where you want to leave a job that feels safe, but you've got a really good idea, or you've got like a dream, I would say, look, go for it, because, you can go back into regular employment again. But if you want to go after your dream, go and get it, because someone else will help see your vision. If you need money, if you need finance, there's someone out there that will back you if you just make the call and continue to push, push, and push. Do it.
Well, I think that's a great place to say, Clair Gunning-Stitt, founder and partner of Oh My Glam, thank you so much for being our guest this week and telling your story.
Thanks, David. Thanks for having me. I really appreciate it.